Okay, coming up next in the main room, we have Joanfrances Boyle. She's gonna be speaking about the past, your present, and your future. And then also right now in the playroom, we have Julia Tallering, which is in room number 1. She's doing a fun room experience. She's going to be doing speed card readings. She's a tarot reader and specializes in readings. So go to room number 1. Room number 2, we're going to open up. You guys can go into room number 2 for the bookings. Angela, as soon as she gets her sound going, she will meet you. And then Joanfrances is going to be right here on the main stage. We're running 5 minutes behind. Angela, if Angela's not going to be able to get heard, I don't know what's happening with her. We'll bring her out because I need to keep going. Okay, but if she does make it, we'll pop her back in here. I need to start bringing Joanfrances out. She is, let me introduce this amazing woman. She's known as a Scottish seer. She has 34 years professional experience as a psychic and a medium. She has seen auras and chakras since she was a child, and she's been given the unique gift of past life surrogacy. Oops, hold on one second. My computer just moved. Okay. A few of her other abilities are vibrational diagnostic, psychic property surveyor, intuitive life coach, target remote viewer, and a paranormal investigator. She is near completion of her book, The Past Life Surrogacy, The Cutting Edge of Karma. That's, I believe, from Balboa Press. Congratulations. I hope that's almost at the printer. I know you've been working on it for a long time. And you can find her at joanfrances.com. So sit back in your seat. She'll take you for a ride. Enjoy. You're going to learn about the past, your present, and your future. Room number 2 is open for readings, and room number 1 of the playroom experience is open. You got the floor for 25 minutes, Joan.
Thank you. Well, hello, everybody. As that lovely introduction from Sheri, thank you very much. And so happy to be here with everybody. I know you're going to have a fantastic time. So for the next 25 minutes or 24 minutes now, I am going to share with you, it's basically the past, the present, and the future, the vibrational entanglements, and basically wanting to look at the canvas of your life. So as we look at the canvas of your life, I like to implement in there some jigsaw puzzles. So as a child, hopefully you all played with jigsaw puzzles and you understand the way that the jigsaw actually works. On the box contains all the pieces, and on the box, the picture on the box is normally the picture that you actually want to create. So when you look at our past, our present, and our future, I like to look at the jigsaw pieces as all of that. Your past, the present, the futures is all rolled into one. But some of those pieces in the jigsaw puzzle can sometimes get mixed up, and you try and put those pieces into part of the puzzle, the picture, at the wrong place. So sometimes in life we call that being at the wrong place at the wrong time. But really, is it the wrong place at the wrong time, or are you just trying to fit into a part of your life at the different timeline of when it's really meant to happen? Because when we're going through life, we have this timeline, and we talk about some things are mapped out already. You are not new to this world. You are an old soul, as we say, but the old soul essence is that you have lived here before. I actually truly believe that this is maybe our multiple time around, and at this given time, where are you in your timeline? Are you living the existence in this time? Or are you actually introducing a piece of the energy from your past into your present, setting you up already for your future? I've had a few experiences of that very thing happening, of where I was introduced to a particular gift that I have been given, and I'm like, that is way out, that's way too far out, you know, maybe in the year, you know, 2000 and 3000, blah, blah, blah. But in actual fact, it was actually from over 60,000 years ago. So the experience for me was being reintroduced back to part of my past in present time, preparing me for the future. So I want you to think about your energy for the moment and some of the experiences that you have actually been having in this life. Now, we talk about, you know, I'm a past life surrogacy expert. I'm also a clinical hypnotherapist of 60 aspects of hypnosis, and I specialize in regression in between lives and progression for future lives. So for that alone, you know, the experience of what we can be actually giving ourselves right now. In other words, what are you communicating to yourself in the present time of where you are right now? Doesn't matter about what part of the world you're at, but if you look at your watch, your clock, your phone, most people don't even wear watches now, they look at their phone all the time. Look at the time, look at the date, and wherever you are in the world, what message are you truly sending yourself right now? Now you might say, I don't know. So therefore, it's that moment of looking and saying, well, how is my life being conducted? What am I doing? Is my energy flowing? Is my creative juices really getting out there? Are you fulfilling what you actually want to be doing? Are you happy? Are you full of gratitude in a sense for where you are, for what you're doing, what you have in this world? Because if you're not, you're sending yourself the wrong message. If you are not happy where you are, if you are not got your creative juices flowing, if you are even the slightest bit of a jealous of somebody else that they're doing better than me, then you are sending yourself the wrong messages at this time. And what you really want to do now is look at why those entanglements are actually there. Why is your energy so entangled in the power of lack or misfunction, the creative blockages? There are many names that we have labeled for those particular conditions in the world, and probably every one of us here all have a set of information that is pointing directly to that precise energy, the misentanglements of your life. Is your thoughts connecting with your heart energy? Is your heart energy connecting with your physical contribution in this life? Because the connections of past to present to future is exactly that. We are all energy. We are all flowing in the frequency of who we actually are. The power of our soul carries the imprints. We talk about our Akashic records. We talk about the book of life. You know, we get into the dimensions of our world. I in particular work with 14 dimensions, and in those 14 dimensions, there are other dimensions that our energy is actually connecting with. The power of how we speak to ourselves, especially when you look in the mirror or you don't look in the mirror. Some people don't even want to look in the mirror. But if you look in the mirror and you're actually speaking to yourself, do you speak with courtesy? Do you give yourself encouragement? Do you look at the power of what you've done in the past and without judgment, without standing there criticizing yourself for what you did or didn't do, or what you could have but didn't? So what are you doing? Because every time you're speaking to yourself about your past, those entanglements of your past is working the vibration of today, which is actually setting you up for tomorrow, your future. So how are you dealing with that? Are you looking at the vibration? So when you look at the past and you think, you know, I had that disagreement, that person done wrong by me, you know, are you brooding over it? Are you allowing that negative energy to infuse into the vibration of who you are? Is it worked its way into your thought process? Because if it has, it's definitely working its way into your heart vibration, because you're going to feel it. And that feeling is then rushing through your body. All the cells and atoms in your body is now responding, but instead of responding in a positive way, it's responding in lack, regret, victimization, frustration, the negative energy will be pouring out of you. So stop for a moment and give yourself a break. Just pause. It's like taking your phone and you think, I've had enough of my phone today, and switching it off. You can pause your vibration right now and ask yourself this question, very simple. How did I do today? And look for all the positives that you did. Did you make someone a cup of tea? Did you make them breakfast? Did you make them lunch, dinner, whatever time of day that you're in? Did you smile at someone and say good morning? Or did you grunt and moan, good morning? What a way to greet someone, so just think about what you did today, just today, and ask yourself, is that a reflection of my past? Is it a reflection of who I am truly? And ask yourself, who is it? Who are you? Who do you want to be? Because really you want to be yourself. You don't want to be anybody else. You don't want to pretend to the world, because that's just a falseness that's in your energy. And that energy will continue in a false and just keep giving you false and false and false. So you want to be yourself. And by being yourself, you then recognize what is right. What is right for me right now? And that is where everybody is in this world right now. Everybody is looking, the vibration of the energy is unfolding in front of us. It is us. It is in us. It is unfolding from us. It radiates from us, and it is flowing around the world, connecting. So what connections, what entanglements are you making today? Because your past, you may not be able to change your past, but you can change how you think about it. You can change the frequency of the past by understanding your past into the present moment of where you are. You can make decisions in that moment and say, okay, I did wrong there. I shouldn't have did that. I shouldn't have said that. So therefore, I'm going to apologize. And that little word, sorry, I'm sorry, I apologize, is one of the most liberating experiences that you'll ever have. Because when you free yourself from that burden of doing something wrong, then you are literally giving yourself the keys to the kingdom of the universe. It is freedom. It is just a liberating energy. Now, you might think, well, that's not anymore, so I can't do anything about it. But you can, because we're a vibration. And this world and all multiple worlds that are out there, we are all connected. So it doesn't matter if the person is still in the body or left the body, you can still make your apologies. And then, of course, if you've ever been the victim, I know I've been a victim in my life. I've probably done wrong, and I've said my apologies wherever I can. And I've gave my apologies energetically into the world to wherever they are, and I tend to call it the heaven world. But if you've been a victim, and I know I have, and I have been affected by being a victim, but I've had to learn to, like everybody else, in a sense, look at it is that person was having a really bad day. And would I really want to be that person? No. But here's the deal on that. You are part of that person, because we are all vibrationally connected. If we all come from the universal oneness, which I believe in, then we are all one. So at some point, our vibration of the past and the present and moving into our future is all entangled. So what can we do about that? Well, if you've been a victim, I tend to call it, and I gave that talk before on here, so you may want to go back in the archives and look at it, is that, do you want to stay in jail? Because being a victim holds you back. It does not allow you to progress in the way that you would wish to through grace and love and contribution. It allows you to become, if you hold on to it, that is, it allows you to become untrustworthy, too much cute, you know, I'm cautious about that, and you can't freely move your energy. So therefore, give yourself the break, free yourself, allow yourself to give forgiveness for those that have wronged you, and allow yourself the freedom to fully enjoy your space, your life, your creativeness, you know, and allow yourself to have that fullness of your energy, rather than giving maybe 50%, sometimes even 70%, and in some cases even 90% of the energy to being a victim. So there's many ways that we can do that, because even in this present moment, you can look back and you can say, okay, that happened to me. That did happen to me. And this is how it made me feel. This is how it made me think. And this is how it made me react. How did I respond to that particular experience? And then you can change it. And you can say, well, I don't want to do that anymore because I want to do this, this, this. And you want to look at your future and say, this is what I want, and bring your future into your present moment. Why wait 6 months, 5 years, 3 days, you know, for your future when you can have your future right now? That is the power of entanglements. So whatever you want to do, you say, this is what I want to do. In other words, manifestation. Create your manifestation and then put it out in a vibration, because remember, you're a vibration. You're a transmitter and you're also a receiver. So if you can put that transmission out there, then you can bring your future, put what you want in your future and bring it to yourself right today. That's the power of vibration that you have. That's the power of entanglements. So if you were sitting, and let's just run through this for a moment because we've got time to do it, is if you were sitting and you knew exactly what you wanted to do in your future and you wanted to have it right now in the present day. This is how I do it when I'm working, and I've done this in classes. I've done it all over, in fact, all over the world, actually, on Zoom and in person, doing international work. And this is how I tell people to do it, is to manifest what you want, write it down on paper, talk it out loud, read it into yourself, close your eyes, very traditionally, think about it, enact within it, be within the manifestation, see yourself into reacting. That's a classic way of doing it. Feel the vibration, talk to people, be there, do whatever it is that you're going to be doing and live it for it. I tend to say is now move forward a year. See, is it still exactly what you want? Is it still what you want today in your future to happen? Then, yeah, carry on. See yourself in 5 years' time. See the differences that's actually taken place, that is. See, in other words, how you have interacted and grown within that manifestation. Is it something that you still want? Now, really, do you want to go further than 5 years? No, because at that moment you want to say, I want that now. If I'm happy in 5 years' time, why do I want to see 20 years' time, 30 years' time? Because let's face it, the world is changing. We will change, we will grow with the world. So our thoughts today will be different in 5 years' time. So traditionally then you would say, that's it. But for me, it's not. What I want to do now is I want to anchor that into my energy. So I will now take that vision from my third eye. I will send it down through my chakras, down into the foundational chakra. Some people call it earth chakra. So down into my foundational chakra, which actually anchors me to this third dimensional world. I want to anchor that energy. And as it goes down my chakras, obviously I work with the 14 chakras. So as it goes down my chakras, I'm introducing this new way, this way that I am now living. I want to live. I want to have all that. And I'm introducing it to all my chakras on the way down, all the way down to my foundational chakra. And then as it's connected to Mother Earth, the foundational chakra is that beautiful ebony black. It's absolutely gorgeous, glistening like the universe itself. And as it reaches in and entwines, now here's what I'm saying, it's entwining with the foundational chakra. Then to create your manifestation and bring your future to your present day, you want to send that message out to the world, because it's like presenting the world and saying, this is who I am, this is how I'm living my life. And now you send it out. And how I see that happening is I see the globe of the world and I'm standing on it. My foundational chakra is inside Mother Earth, 3 feet down inside Mother Earth. And that message starts to run a grid all the way around the world. And not just where you live. What's the point in doing that? You send it across the whole globe, all the way around to it absolutely networks, like the Kabbalah, all the way around the whole world. And in ancient times, that's how they gridded the world. So you look into that, and it's all around. So you make this grid, and it's connecting. And then your vibration of your manifestation of your future that you want to have now in the present time, the frequency of that energy that you have lived for that 5 years in that experience, that vibration now lifts out of Mother Earth and starts to connect in to the vibration of everyone else in the world. And those people who are going to help you to achieve what you will achieve, then those people will start to show up in your life, because the vibration of the grid that you have created is now resonating with them. And all of a sudden they might think, just for an instance, I'm going to go for a cup of tea today down to blah, blah, blah. I haven't been there for a long time. In fact, I haven't been there for at least a year. And all of a sudden they go and they sit and they have that cup of tea in the restaurant. And all of a sudden you're there having lunch. They listen to your conversation, not earwigging, but just hear it. And they're fascinated by what you're speaking of. And all of a sudden they turn around and say, excuse me, but I have, this or that, or I can introduce you to other people who will be able to network with you, or I can give you an opportunity on my show, or I can give you aid and assistance. Here is my card. Maybe they're an editor, maybe they're a TV producer, whatever the case may be. Maybe they're in charge of the knitting bee, because maybe your global thing is that you want to create knitting or whatever. It's not always about psychic stuff, everybody has a different life. So whatever your manifestation is, that's the way it can happen, because your vibration of your manifestation has now been sent to every single person, every animal, every plant, every insect even, and even all the beings that we don't regularly see with our naked eye on a daily basis. Everything, the elementals, the fairies, everything that has an energy. Your manifestation of your future has been made and connected to today. That is the power of entanglements. And the power of those entanglements are in your hands. So I ask, is your future bright? Are you creating the power of your future right now? How does it look? Tell us your story. Write to me. Tell me what your future is. Because I have a little list. And I do a daily manifestation, and I always include everybody on my list. I always say, and them. And I read everybody's manifestation off. I highlight what I believe is what they're looking for. But the power of your future is now in your manifestation, right now in your present. You can bring that future. You can release that past and free yourself to have the full manifestation of your energy to make your future as bright and as clear and as empowering and fulfilling as you want it to be. And that is the power of my story for you today. And of course, we're going to be in the playroom at 6 o'clock. And I'm going to be doing the 8th dimension. And I'm going to add to what I'm doing right now. And I'm going to bring that in through the power of the 8th dimension about your future and how you can create that energy. It will be a visualization. It will be a guided visualization through the power of the 8th dimension of the realm of council. And we will be bringing that in there as well. One of the other things that if you find yourself that you can't release the past, you can't find a way to release being a victim, then basically you can come to myself. There's loads of people here today, all perfectly wonderful light workers, as I say, that are capable of helping. My speciality is, if you look at my website, you'll see there's quite a lot there. I'm 63 years old, and my whole life has been dedicated to energy, right from basically I can remember back to the age of 5 working with the light energy. Now, one of my specialities is past life surrogacy, and if you don't know what that is, you really want to watch the video. There's a free video of past life surrogacy on my website. Go into videos and you'll see it there. Now that helps you release from the past. If you find difficulty in releasing from the past, if you're really struggling with it, don't struggle any longer. Free yourself today is my motto. Free tomorrow today is my motto, I should say, and don't allow yourself to suffer, in that way. So I am Joanfrances Boyle. I am known as the Scottish Seer, and it's been a pleasure actually being with you on the platform today. And I believe that I am going to do a door prize. That door prize is a 30-minute reading. You can have that today if you wish, or you can book in at a different time for that reading, obviously for a private session. Today will be private also because it will be in my room. But if you can't wait and you want it today, then I'm happy to do it today for you. Okay, so I am going to write my number down. I think my time is up. I'm not sure. Oh, Sheri's there. I wasn't sure if you were there.
I'm here. Yes, I was bringing Angela out so she can still introduce herself. Thank you, Ms. Joanfrances. Can't wait to listen to it later. If you guys enjoyed it, everybody write in the chat from 0 to 100. She's going to give away a door prize for a session. 0 to 100. The closest number will win a session with you. Lucky people, you can only win 1 prize per day. Then you can follow her to room number 14 and have a conversation or any Q&A or ask her any questions. Then
Sheri, can I add one?
Yes.
Sorry, I just forgot to put my thing in at the end there. I just see my screen. Two quick things. One is I will be doing $1 readings today. Okay, so just for today, $1 readings of whatever session. And also, if I am doing a new thing, so if you go to my website, which is in my bio, and you register as for my subscription, then I am doing
57.
A free prize draw every month. Every bi month. So every second month, I'm doing a free prize draw for a free past life surrogacy session. So that's if you subscribe to my website for my newsletter. You have to subscribe to my newsletter, and then in the newsletter there will be someone picked every second month for a free past life surrogacy session. So there you go. Yeah. Thank you. Sorry, Sheri.
Beautiful. That was
Okay.
wonderful.
Great. Thank you so much, Joan. So Joan did not look at the numbers yet. Did you write down a number on a piece of paper and you're going to hold it? Okay, ready? We're gonna do a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, put in the chat from 0 to 100. And then she's offering $1 a minute sessions. Follow her to room number 14 to ask any questions, or the winner goes to 14, and also go to room number 2 for booking. Number 2 to book a session with her today, everybody, okay? Ready, Joan? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What is your number?
12, number 12.
12.
We got a 12.
Oh, we have Anita at 11.
Oh,
That's pretty close. Anita.
mhm.
Congratulations, Anita. You got a number 11.
Yay.
So follow Joan to her room and exchange information, and she'll honor that door prize for you. Congratulations. Thank you,
Fantastic.
Joan.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Namaste, everybody.
Thank you. Coming up next, we have Doug Gordon, and also right now in the playroom, we have Rika Kaplan. Rika is already in action. She's going to teach you how to clear your energetic field. Okay, and right now we have Doug Gordon joining us from Ireland.